So it's now Thursday morning after the big day before. Foragers running again on fresh grass, cutting another 8 acres today. We've had a 3-day gap because the grass was so heavy. The plant didn't quite deal with feeding that much, changing the diet that much from day to day, so he took a day off. We're back on it. This is likely the end of the heaviest field, and then the next two aren't quite as much grass in them, so we'll go back to 8 acres every 2 days again, and from there on all the grass that we've got in the fresh grass rotation should be growing at a similar rate, and we should see basically the same yield per acre from every field. So Will's in the forager now, and he's got Flynn in the 250 with the rolling trailer next to him. And that is how Thursday is starting. Just past Tony on the road, he's come up and mowed the grass. Once they finish this field, they'll cross that road there and go into the next. So the bit of fresh grass I caught being picked up earlier was actually the very last couple runs of the day, so that was lucky. About the yard now. Will's just heading off here in the 250, the Horsch maize drill. Got about 80 acres to drill for a customer just up the road. The rest of the guys have all left. Ant's tanking up at Braunton. Flynn's tanking locally. Then we've got both ploughs are out, as well as a dung spreader. So I will catch up with all of them throughout the day. Last night Harry managed to spread all of that dung, so they're up ploughing that ground straight away, and Tony's out spreading dung today, right behind the grass that we picked up ourselves over at Nutson farm yesterday. So busy day. While all that's going on, Dad's most likely going to go out power harrowing after the ploughs later, and Will Hammond is moving some digestate fibre at the moment. So Harry finished spreading this field with dung last night. Well, I say this field, this block with dung last night at about 11 o'clock-ish. And he's straight out today on the plough, getting it all ploughed in, ready for the maize to go in. He's in this field, 24-ish acre field, and Andrew is just in the field next door. So both ploughs are out on the same block to get this ground ready to Power Harrow. See, Harry's pulling the 7-furrow Kuhn plough. I'll quickly flip the drone up in the air and just show you Andrew next door as well. So we're up on the drone now. Harry's just got to the end of that road that I was just recording him on. As you pan around to the neighbouring field, Andrew's out in that one, in the other 370 and the 6-furrow. So these, again, the grass was picked up the day before, and then it was immediately spread with dung late into the night, so that we could crack straight on and keep ahead of ourselves with groundworks before maize drilling. Spin back around, try and avoid the pole there, and then head back over to Harry. Like to give you a comparison between Harry and Andrew's ploughing, keep them in competition with each other. Yeah, so here we are. I'll drop down, get right behind him. Both fields seem to be turning over quite nicely. This field that Harry's in is the biggest in the block. And these will be drilled the following day once they've been power harrowed. So we just follow Harry up here till he gets to the pole. So just headed up the road, about 1.5 miles from the yard. There's a local customer who wanted 80 acres of maize drilling. They've worked the ground down themselves. Want Will to come over and drill it. So he's cracking on with that. Just had to walk across a couple of fields to get here. Thankfully, John Deere Operations Centre will give me the location of the tractor, but doesn't necessarily help you getting there when you've got to cross fields. Good excuse to get the dog out for a walk. So Will's going to drill these fields out. You can see the one over has also been worked down. And there's one over there as well, so he'll be busy now for a few hours while the rest of them are preparing ground and working ground, ready for more drilling. You can see the dust is flying. It's very dry on top, but you can also see there's good moisture underneath, so that's absolutely perfect. So elsewhere today we had Tony out spreading dung. So just loading the big dung spreader there. He's spreading dung at Nutson farm, which is where we picked up grass the day before for our first day of grass silage of the year. So dung spread literally the next day so that the ground can get worked in. What's being worked to go back into maize. So yeah, Tony's heads off now. I'll speed this video up a bit just while he's travelling, but it'll give you a good view of the farm and of the fields that he's going into, because a certain acreage of the grass will be going to maize, and obviously a decent chunk, the biggest chunk, will stay as grass silage, and that will likely be spread with their slurry, I would have thought. So I'll quickly speed this one up, and Tony shoots along the farm track, along the fields that have been cut. Heads up along here, and you can see the field that he's been spreading there. So yeah, he zips in there, and then we slow him down a bit now. And he joins on from where he finished, and he gets that field spread. This is getting on towards the later part of the afternoon by now, if I remember rightly. So we'll just watch him start off, and then we'll leave him to it for the day. There was a slight mishap later in the day with the spreader, which we will show you in a later video when it needs to be sorted out. Thankfully, Tony had the smaller spreader to substitute him. So Dad's out power harrowing. Where Will was drilling, the ground was only worked down maybe 2 inches at most, so we need to just work it down deeper in order for the drill to do its job properly. So Dad's come out to power harrow in front of him, while the rest of everyone else is out ploughing and spreading. Dad's just come up here before heading over to where the ploughs are to go in front of them. So that will be all for Thursday. I've shown you most of what's going on. Outside of George has been out spraying all day as well, starting on beet this morning. and then roundup spraying this afternoon with a little bit of spring barley in between. So he's been busy as always. Yeah, you've seen Harry and Andrew up there ploughing, Tony out with the dung spreader, Dad and Will drilling and power harrowing. All we haven't seen is Ant and Flynn tanking. Flynn actually went on and took over from Ant this afternoon, so Ant could have some lovely wedding photos taken, or pre-wedding photos. So Flynn was driving the fast track for the latter part of today. Didn't get a chance to get up there and show you that, but I'm sure Flynn's probably taken a few drone videos, so I might be able to pop them on tomorrow's video. But yeah, aside from that, they're all still cracking on with those same jobs. So I won't head out and show you any more for now. I'll leave you with that, and see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.